Hello, everyone. Welcome to Writing Sprint Thursdays. My apologies for being a few minutes late. I actually had my word sprints up and watching that countdown calendar or countdown timer, thinking that it was 30 seconds until the show went live. It was 30 seconds until the sprint goes live. So, wow, I'm a little off of it today. But welcome, everyone. I hope you're having a great day and ready to write some words. I know I am. I am working on uh yeah, I know, Doug. It's thing today happens. Uh we'll talk about it in the next break, but let's get those words and let's catch up in 20 minutes. Thanks for joining. I hope everyone's enjoying my green screen um troubles today. Just a bonus for writing sprints today. And Jay, we are sprinting right now. Here is the link again for sprint number one. Just posted in the chat. All right, everybody. Sprint number one is finished, and I was just chatting with Doug and telling him about my. Oh, I'm hearing myself. Let me pause my live preview. So sorry. I was just telling Doug that I see myself in the preview on my left monitor. It looks like it's supposed to, but then on my right monitor where I have the live preview, I'm just a green square. I rebooted during that sprint, everything, and I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into it a little more. But anyway, sprint number one is finished. I hope that you had success and got all the words written that you needed to and wanted to. I'm going to copy and paste the link for sprint number two in the chat. Let's see, Ashpash with 730 words. Keo with 290. So good to see you today, Keo. B221 came in late. Well, that's okay. We're just glad to have you. And B, yes, I know I'm a green screen. I'm trying. I promise I'm trying. But I know. And Doug says I only come to sprints to see Hank's face, so this is a real bummer for me. Me and you both, Doug. Me and you both. You know, any opportunity I get to look at my own face for an hour and a half, you know, you just miss me doing the chef's kiss. So sorry about that. Susan 42. Uh Sarah said, got interrupted, so only 53. Wait, that's 53 more than you had last time. So, you know, congrats on that. Lee Lizzie, 132. Uh, Tell me what you guys are working on today. I hope that you're getting some good words in that you've been waiting to write. Um, yeah, Ash, I know everyone's disappointed with the green screen. Me too. No one more than me, I promise. So frustrating. Technology is so frustrating sometimes, but you know, we're gonna get on the other side of it. I promise. Um, I hope you guys had the opportunity to check out yesterday's interview that I did with Jenny Morris. Had a fun, fascinating conversation about writing morally gray characters, and it was a lot of fun to pick her brain. She's got a brand new book that just came out on Tuesday of this week, and it's all about a person that realizes that she has the power to take life from one person and give it to another, so she could extend the life of someone that she deems worthy, but to do that, you have to take it from someone else. And I had a fun conversation with her. We were talking about, you know, it's so easy to think that we would do the right thing and we would do the moral and the noble thing all the time. But what happens when you actually have the power and, you know, it gets, you know, you given a little here and a little there, and all of a sudden you realize you're a super villain. It was a lot of fun. So I hope you get a chance to check out that interview I did. Tomorrow we're doing a Rare Friday interview. We don't have many of those, but we're doing one tomorrow, and it's going to be at 1 o'clock Eastern time, and it's going to be with Linwood Barclay, and Linwood is writing some terrifying thrillers, and I think it'll be a lot of fun to check out that show as well. So I hope you'll join me. Susan said, drafting the rough draft of the first book of a new adult series. Oh, so exciting. I love the feeling of a new book. Um, Strong Blade 69. It's not easy being green, Kermit the Frog. True, it is not easy, especially when you're stuck being green and it's not your choice. It's terrible. It's terrible. But anyway, we persevere. We persevere. The next sprint is coming up in 30 seconds. Or Keo, terrifying thrillers. Yeah, yeah. Terrifying. It's like an Agatha Christie closed room murder, but on a train. So, you know, the stakes are high. People can't escape, and somebody did it, but, who did it and who's next is kind of the premise, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. Join us tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Alright, sprint number 2 is beginning. We'll see you guys in 20 minutes. All right. We are back after our second sprint. And as you can see, hopefully I'm on the screen, but using my uh my terrible quality camera. Had to get, apparently I'm having a driver issue and I'll fix it after sprints are over. I'm gonna have to reboot and roll back an update that I installed a couple of days ago. Apparently that's where the problem is. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I hope that you guys are having a successful writing sprints today because I'm not. But you know what? That's what happens. You know, when you endeavor to be a writer and you say, you know what, I'm going to get this thing that I'm working on, this creation that I'm working on, I'm going to get it done, and then things pop up and get in your way and break your stride. And that's when you have to take a breath and say, okay, so this is a setback. I'm not going to get done today what I hope to do, but one day hopefully doesn't completely derail the entire process. We'll see. But such is life, and you just have to roll with it. Keo got 335 words. Strong Blade 69 532 for a subtotal of 90906. Boom. NJ reached 30K. What Sarah 163 high, B 805 so far, almost done with the story. I can't wait to see what you come up with, B. I've been following along with all of you guys on these projects that you're working on, and I'm really anxious to see these stories that have come out of your heads and your hearts and your souls, and it's going to be amazing. I am going to take the link for word sprint number 3, post it in the comments. You can also, there should be a link just under the title. If you're back on word sprint number 2, at the top of the page there at the title, you should say click here for the next sprint, and that should take you right over to sprint number 3. And if not, I just pasted it in there. Lee Lizzie 335. B says Margot and the Crystal Tower is the title. What a provocative title. That's amazing. I love it. 4452 total on my children's story so far. B said amazing. Let's see. So when you guys have weird days with setbacks and where things don't work the way you need them to, what do you do to cope with it? Do you think, okay, well, today is lost, I'll pick it up tomorrow? Do you are there little mental health care things that you do for yourself to um I love to hear how other people cope with hard times and when things just don't work the way you want to, because I'm one of those people that I love to lay out a plan and I want to stick to the plan that I laid out. And if it's God's way of keeping me humble or whatever it is, there are things that come along that break my plan all the time, and I have to figure out ways to make the best of it. So if you have strategies that you like to deal with things, I would love to hear them. Doug said, I look for ways to get small wins. I loaded the dishwasher, win, wrote 5 words, win. Even if I wanted to clean the kitchen and write a chapter, there's still wins. That's a fantastic way to look at it, Doug, that, you look for the things that you did accomplish and, put them over in the win column. Keo said, in the words of Dory, just keep swimming, or in this case, just keep writing. Absolutely. Julia said, switch to other technology paper so I can continue to make progress. Absolutely. I have my free write typewriter sitting in the case here right beside my desk, and trust me, I will break it out. Have to get words in. But here we go on sprint number 3. This is our last sprint of the day and last formal sprint of the week. And I hope you guys have a successful 20 minutes. We'll see you on the other side. All right, everybody. That's the end of writing sprint number 3. I hope you were successful, got all the words written, and that you had a successful day. Let's see what you got here. Lee Lizzie 226 B finished. Boom. Reading level of 2.0, trying for 1.4, 1.7 level. Need to fix some words in sprint this time, 350. Total word count today, 1155. Book word count 4766, 17 pages before picks. Congratulations, B. Ashpash 657 for a total of 2035. Strong Blade 69, 571 with a daily total of 1477. Keo says, I started a new scene and got 304 words. And yeah, congrats, B. Doug also offering congrats. Sarah 179, but in the middle of a chase scene, so we'll carry on later. Yeah, I've got some video editing that I've got to get done this afternoon, but after that, I'm going to spend some time in my Dabble project getting the words that I should have gotten today during writing sprints if my computer would have acted right. But you know what? You persevere, you move on, and the words will get written. Julia 606 total, Susan 391. So glad you all joined us today. A good showing today for today's word sprints. I hope that you were able to participate in the workshop today that Abby hosted. If not, go get in on the replay and get that great content in. Be sure to join me tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time, noon Central, my time. And we're going to talk with Linwood Barclay. I would love to see you all there, and bring your questions, bring your comments. I would love, I love it when lots of people show up and have really inquisitive and intelligent questions and comments to offer. It really spices up the chat that we have, and we do everything we can to bring in new voices and people with different perspectives. To our podcast, to our chats, to our workshops, and we would love it for you all to participate and bring your questions and comments, because there's only so much that I can think of, in that 45 minutes or so that we get to spend with most folks. As Doug said, hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, hit the little notification bell, and then anytime we have an event coming up, you'll get notified of it. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for making what we do here at Dabble so much fun, and feeling like that, we really enjoy connecting with our community, and we've got such an amazing community that has, grown up along the stuff that we do. And we love to see you. We love hearing from you. And thank you all for joining us. That's all for our Writing Sprint Thursday today. I'm going to sign off now, and we will see you tomorrow. And then don't forget writing sprints again on Tuesday. And I believe that is Abby's day. Doug typically leads us on Wednesdays, and I'm here with you on Thursday. We shift around sometimes if, we've got some other stuff going on, but that's the typical schedule. We'll see you all then. I hope you have if you're here in the States, I hope you have a great holiday weekend, 3-day weekend for most of us. And I hope you stay safe. Have a great time. Refill those creative batteries and come back stronger than ever. See you guys. Thanks for joining us.